In this video, we're going to show you how to install the complete strut assembly on your Volvo XC90 located behind the front wheels. Using a 19mm socket, we're going to loosen and remove our lug nuts. And if you have a locking key, go ahead and use that. Let's go ahead and remove your wheel. Remove it and set it aside. Now on our strut assembly here, we have our sway bar end link that connects the strut down to the bar itself. We're going to loosen and remove the 18mm nut holding this. Now we did spray down some rust penetrant, let it soak. Now right on the side of our strut here, we have our ABS wire that comes down to this little plastic bracket or mount. We want to get and remove this here. Do not grab the wire and just pull it off. You'll damage the wire. So I like to use 2 fingers, one on each side of it, and gently work that off, rotating that rubber. There it is. Pop that out. If we follow the wire back, there's a bracket on the back side here. Do the same here. I want to go ahead and rotate that bushing out. Giving us a little bit more room to work with. We have 2 large bolts here holding our knuckle to the strut. Going to use a 21mm socket to loosen and remove the 2 nuts. On the bolt side, it's 18mm. I'm going to use my box end wrench just to hold that. Do the same for that lower. I'm going to go ahead and tap these bolts out. I'm going to use the hammer to tap out the bottom one first. Now as we pop out the top, it's going to want to shift a little bit here. Push in. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a securing strap to wrap around our assembly here and anchor it to the chassis. We don't want this to pull too far out, damaging our CV axle. Now that we have our straps securing everything here, we can go ahead and take that strut assembly, push that in. We can see that is now separated from the knuckle. Now let's move up top and unbolt the top portion of the strut. Now with the hood open, I'm going to go ahead and locate the top portion of your strut assembly. Here it is on the driver's side. This is going to be 1, 2, 3 13mm nuts. We're going to use our impact driver and our socket. I have a method here. I start with here, come inboard, and then I'm going to be closer to the outside of the wheel well by this one here. So as we undo this one here, the strut will start to move. See it start to drop down. So I'll reach in and grab that strut. Remove that nut. And we'll just maneuver this around. Go ahead and take your strut, feed that down inside. I want to feed our strut up inside. We're going to lift that up. Get to capture a couple of these nuts here. Perfect, we get all three of these caught. Now let's go ahead and get this lined up with a knuckle. Let's go ahead and snug up these nuts up top here. Now what I'm going to do is just push in on the strut and the knuckle together and get our upper bolt lined up and popped in. Now remove our securing strap here. Let's torque down the upper strut nuts here to 18 foot-pounds. And get that lower bolt in. We'll tap that through. We can get those nuts on. Let's go ahead and tighten these down. Now we're going to torque these down to 77 foot-pounds. Do the same for the bottom. Now that we have these two nuts torqued, we now need to tighten them an additional 90 degrees. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to mark this bolt right on this crown. And we're going to continue to tighten it until it is at 12 o'clock. That's going to be our 90 degrees. Make sure that you use your wrench to hold this. You don't want a false tightening on this. There we go. We're going to repeat this process for the lower bolt. Now our plastic strut side mount was super brittle and it broke on us, so we're simply going to use a tie strap here. A little wire tie to go ahead and secure that. All right, let's install the back one. A little trick on this here is to spray it with some solvent, some spray solvent. And it should slide right in. There it is. Install the upper link. And we're going to use a pry bar between the sway bar and the chassis of the vehicle. And if we gently pry this, we can get that link to fit right in. Wiggle that right into position. Go ahead and get that nut started. Let's go ahead and tighten that down. Let's go ahead and torque this down to 36 foot-pounds. Now that we're done here, go ahead and repeat this process for the passenger side. Install your wheels and go for a road test. Go ahead and grab your wheel. Get that lined up. I'm going to get one of these started here. Get the rest of these started. And once we get them all started, we'll come on back and snug them down. All right, let's go ahead and snug these down gently. All right, let's now go ahead and torque them down. Let's now go ahead and torque down our lug nuts to 103 foot-pounds. When doing this here, it's best to do it in a crisscross or a star pattern.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.